Good afternoon, butt kickers. It's November 16, the 320th day of 2011, which means it's the 10th ever Question Qwednesday, Question Qwednesday X. X in this case means 10, but it's also one of the go-to suffixes for easy/lame sequel naming. It ranks up there with revolution, or revelation, whichever one. Heck, they both mean the same thing to me. The seats of the theaters showing those films will be packed with the butts of dumb people. Anyway, Question Qwednesday is where I answer your stupid, terrible questions, but I answer them in stupid, terrible ways, so we're even, and no one feels inadequate. And here's the kicker, there's only going to be one more of these things. I trust you're all saving your least stupid and terrible questions for that one, but until then, let's get the show on the road. Did you live in Illinois before you went to college there? Yes, I did. I've been a denizen of the land of Lincoln for my entire life, in fact. Which Mario power-up is your favorite? I'm gonna have to go with the hammer suit from Mario 3. Yes, there are more technically useful power-ups, like the Tanuki suit, but killing a giant thwomp with a tiny little hammer is hilarious and satisfying. Why do Americans like the same thing and nothing different, like with the Call of Duty franchise? It's a simple combination of good old American patriotism, a naturally high tolerance to dealing with jerks online, aversion to change, and classic unintelligence. Are you good at Spanish? Más o menos. Is Other Griff gonna die off after this channel, or will he show up on Griffin Lobster? He probably won't die, unless I die, and he definitely won't show up on Griffin Lobster. Other Griff, was that you I saw on America's Most Wanted? Probably not. I'm only a wanted criminal in Bolivia, Argentina, Iran, Sweden, Japan, South Korea, North Korea. If you could remove one word from the English language, what would it be? Probably one of the racist ones, or the word inflammable. Not sure if you know this, but inflammable and flammable mean the exact same thing. As far as I'm concerned, those two extra letters on inflammable that usually denote antonyms are just far too confusing. What are your thoughts on PETA? I will convey my thoughts on PETA by not conveying my thoughts on PETA, for doing so would afford them some attention, which they do not deserve. Also, they suck. Are you able to eat a sandwich without thinking of the day you had to eat all those disgusting sandwiches? I get the occasional Vietnam flashback, but that's nothing that a little spousal abuse won't fix. What are your thoughts on the new GTA coming out, based on the teaser trailer? Honestly, the trailer could have been for Grand Theft Auto Poop City, and everything's made out of poop, and the protagonist is this floating, disembodied butt, and I would still be really pumped for it. Rockstar is just not in the business of making bad games. France, Belgium, Sudan, South Africa, Norway, Finland. Is there going to be a butt kicker meet and greet at the end of the year? If so, are you hosting it with chips, salsa, and jump cuts? As much as that idea kicks butt, I feel like the turnout would be pretty lacking. Unless, of course, it's a Question Qwednesday, and then butt kickers I didn't even know existed will show up. Do you have any particular thoughts on Occupy Wall Street? No, but I have some general ones, like, yeah, and, sure. Could you tell us the history of your beard? I was in band in high school and a guy was like, don't shave until the end of band season, so I didn't. The rest is history. Is there a better chocolate syrup than Hershey's? Wait, is there any chocolate syrup other than Hershey's? I guess there must be. I wouldn't know. I thought Hershey's had a whole monopoly thing going. Germany, Russia, Panama, Australia, Saudi Arabia. Who will be the master of ceremonies for 2012? Probably none of the people I've mentioned so far, but I'm not sure yet. What's the most butt-kicking thing you've done? You're watching 1/365th of it, my friend. What video game do you play when you're looking for nostalgia? There are some games I really just play, or at least start playing, like once a year. Those games include Ocarina of Time, A Link to the Past, all the Super Mario games, and more. Will you answer this question? What inspired you to study English? I just sort of came to the realization that, without a doubt, my language is such a large part of me, and I wanted to contribute to its use to the best of my abilities. Will you play Skyward Sword? Well, since you deemed it necessary to ask that question 3 times in 3 different ways, I'm going to answer it similarly. Yes, no, maybe. But actually, yes. If you were going to be on a television quiz show, what would be your specialist subject? Probably video games. I can think of no subject I know more about in terms of history. Will your Let's Plays return next year? Yes, absolutely. Until tomorrow, I'm Griff, and I'm still talking. Thanks for all the questions. Romania, Turkey, Narnia,